shadow that follows. My name is Elias Crane. I've been alive for 416 years. Not that it matters. I stopped counting birthdays sometime around the Industrial Revolution. You don't really celebrate time when it refuses to let you go. At first, I thought I was blessed. Everyone did. I survived shipwrecks, plagues, gunshots. Once, I burned alive inside a chapel and woke up 3 days later beneath the ash, coughing smoke. My body heals, my skin returns. But time has a cruel sense of humor, because while I stay the same, everything else rots, and everyone I love dies. Not of time, not from sickness, but from it. It started in 1611. I was just a poor watchmaker's son in a village no one remembers now. I'd fallen in love with a girl named Elise. Her laugh was warm. Her hands always smelled like lavender and flower. We were supposed to run away together, but the night before we left, something came into my home. I didn't see it, not clearly, but I remember the cold, how the fire in the hearth turned blue, how the shadows in the corner stretched too far, curling like fingers. I remember the scream. I remember my mother's eyes as they stared blankly up from the floor, blood pooling around her lips, though her body showed no wounds. I remember the word that burned into my mind like it had been carved there. Mine. I've seen it ever since. It follows me. Never in full light, always just out of view. A shimmer in a dark room, a breath on the back of my neck, a shape in the fog that never quite has a face, and I'm the only one who sees it. When I tried to explain, they called me cursed, a madman, a demon. Over the years, I stopped telling anyone, stopped trying to connect, stopped trying to feel. Because every time I let myself love, it takes them. 2 months ago, I broke my own rule. I met Sarah. She worked nights at a small clinic downtown. Sharp tongue, soft heart. The kind of person who looks you in the eye when she asks how you're doing, like she means it. I told myself I wouldn't let it go further. Just polite conversation, passing smiles. But that's how it always begins, isn't it? With a moment, a second where you let someone in, and they don't run. She invited me to dinner. Just once. We sat at her tiny kitchen table, string lights overhead, something warm on the stove. Her cat slept on the windowsill, purring through a soft thunderstorm outside. For the first time in decades, I felt still, human. She laughed when I said her cooking could wake the dead. I didn't laugh with her. Because I saw it, in the corner, behind her. It wasn't shaped like a man, not this time. It was crawling along the ceiling, limbs long and cracked like old tree branches wrapped in skin. Its head was upside down, mouth open wide enough to split its throat. And it was smiling. I stood so fast I knocked over my chair. Sarah froze. Elias? I didn't answer. I was staring at the thing. It was speaking without sound, its lips mouthing something I couldn't hear but felt. You feel again. My throat went dry. You need to leave, I told her. Right now. Elias, you're scaring me. I said get out. She backed away from me, hurt flashing across her face. That expression, that single crack in her heart was all it needed. It dropped from the ceiling. She never even turned around. One moment she was standing there. The next, her eyes were wide. A soft breath escaped her lips. And then, silence. No blood, no wounds, just like Elise. just like the others. Gone. I held her body until morning. The warmth left her slowly, like the sun abandoning the earth. When I looked up, it was sitting on the counter, long legs crossed, head cocked. Its mouth never moved, but the voice was inside me. You love, and I take. People ask what immortality feels like. It's not glory. It's not freedom. It's the endless ache of losing the only things that matter. Over and over. I've tried to end it. Fire, drowning, silver, acid, there's not a method I haven't tried. But the body heals. The bones knit. The blood returns. I once let a man bury me alive. It took 3 weeks to claw my way out. The demon was waiting. Sitting on my own gravestone. You are not done, it whispered. You are mine. So I roam. I don't stay in one place for long. A few days, sometimes weeks, never long enough for anyone to care. I avoid eye contact. Don't make small talk. Don't smile. Because the second someone smiles back, the second I feel warmth, it smells it, and it comes. I sleep in cold rooms now. Mirrors covered. Phones turned off. Mirrors covered. Phones turned off. The reflection of my own face is dangerous, because sometimes it's not just me looking back. I keep one photograph. It's old, torn at the edges. A woman holding a lantern in the dark. The last person I truly loved. Her name is lost to time, but her face reminds me why I must never let it happen again. If you ever meet someone who seems too alone, too distant, who flinches when you're kind, be careful. They might be like me, cursed to live, and watched by something you'll never see, until it's too late.